Hello, this is Masttery, and in this game, bringing you a five-stack game as Hoopa. Hoopa is one that I spent a lot of time with upon its release, and it's gone through several cycles since its release. It started off with having a really different ability and trick that provided a ton of lifesteal to your carries, and we saw, because of that, you saw various all-rounders that were able to take the center lane effectively and have a huge, nice HP restored. But after Trick was nerfed and didn't do as much life steal. Hyperspace Hole really took control of the meta, and we saw that at its apex at the World Championship, where almost every team had a Hoopa on their squad. So, and teams were able to use the hyperspace hole to port between their bases and provide. Its Unite was able to provide a lot of quick movement. But in this one, Hoopa still is not in the best position, I feel. But what it has been able to do is start carving off a little bit of a niche and being able to support all-rounders and defenders really well. Trick does provide a shield and still does do some lifesteal for teammates. And just the early game for Hoopa, I think, is really underrated. So the introduction of ASI runes is really kind of what hurt Hoopa the most, is that you have a larger map that really did not emphasize the speed that was needed to move around the map. Not saying that you can't still use the hyperspace hole very effectively, but it just wasn't as impactful as it was before. So in this game, I tried my best to support the Buzzwall that was with me in the lane, and you can really see the difference it makes when you have a all-rounder that's able to just put a lot of pressure. So, we're basically 2v4ing there, and he's able to do a really good job. It does go down, but should have probably gone down a lot sooner than if it was an Eldegoss or something else down there. So Trick is really good. It gives your opponent's shield. It gives them a little bit of a speed boost. And Hoopa now is very similar to before, where you're wanting to try to get your level 9 as quick as possible as you're supporting your teammates, and that gives you the ability to use your Unite. And right now we do have a lot of people taking the jungle, but we're doing a really good job down here at this tier 1, and really still controlling the flow of the game. So their Machamp isn't really able to do what he needs to do, even though he's level 8. We've got a lot of levels on them, so we decided to stay down at this Reggie, and I'm kind of looking for somebody to come try to score, but the Ninetales up top does a really good job of delaying them and not allowing them to really take that Reggie likey in the push. So I'm doing my best to support, and really kind of as I run back up top, and you can see the speed boost I give Trick. But as soon as I come in with Trick and give them the shield that they need, we get some stuns off with a key Gardevoir ult, and then we're able to counter the push and finish point. So now we're much in a better position. So we were able to break the tier 1, and now I've got level 9, which allows me to do the Unite move. And Hoopa's Unite move really makes him more of an attacker. The punches that it gives it's really impactful. Gives that key stun, and the side beam in its unbound form does a lot of damage. So as a support, though, I am looking to follow my defenders or all-rounders around the most, and give them the necessary shields and disruption that they can do to then do their job the best that they can. So, really supporting where I can and trying to give them as many assists. And we're able to get a lot of scores in here and break this goal, which is really key key point in this game because they were sending multiple people trying to fight off the Reggie. It was a really good job that we were able to all come down there with the Unite, and then at this point we are basically stay coordinated the rest of the game where we're gonna have 3-4 people all grouped up and working to take objectives, and there's really not a point in the rest of this game where it's that challenging. So as you can see here, I'm trying to stay back to not get picked off, but at the same time giving Masttery the necessary support it needs to really push back their team. The Mew is not even able to be a threat. So we do take that. Recognizing that, I start moving, and that's kind of what Hoopa's really good at doing, is that it allows you to float a little bit more than other Pokemon because you don't have the same offensive damage that it can do or the same role in disrupting people, and really you try to be a little bit of a nuisance, not in the same sense that Sableye does, but and I think that's where Hoopa does kind of fall off a little bit still, is that it doesn't have the same level of crowd control or offensive pressure that Sableye or the Fable can provide, or the healing that Clefable or Blissey does, or even an Eldegoss. So it still isn't in the right place, but it can be used quite effectively and can be quite disruptive when it's portals and moving teammates around very quickly. And you can see in this game, I think I die once in the beginning, and after that, I don't even really get low. So, as they're trying to do this push, we're staying very coordinated. You see me kind of floating between my teammates. We have the Mammothsong that's helping the Buzzwall. I'm helping Ninetales in our front line, so floating between the two. So really, it's a good coordinated attack, and the team doesn't really have a good shot at coming back here. So it really prevented them from scoring or being able to come back. So as we move into the last couple minutes here, we're trying to just get ready for this Rayquaza fight. I'm trying to get my Unite back. It's still very low at 60%. I happen to see the Buzzwall coming. Unfortunately, not able to help him at this point. So I'm trying to do my best to zone, and I can see that the Blissey does try to give some pressure, but it really isn't able to. So luckily, the Ninetales and the Mammothsong are able to get that down there. I do a quick check just to make sure they were going to be able to get it in time, and for whatever reason, I don't know what happened at the tier 2, but as the Gardevoir is trying to be protected, I'm running over and see that the Regieleki goes in, and since Hoopa doesn't play that gigantic of a role in that Rayquaza fight besides its Unite, I took the chance to score, and luckily was able to. The Mew does get a Surf off, but I was able to get the score. So. And then as soon as I do that trick, we're able to rush out of there and get back to the fight. So with all their goals down, we don't need to engage this Rayquaza at all until we have it in hand. And I'm kind of just waiting for the Buzzwall or the Mammothsong to engage, and they'll be kind of my key. So we give that trick, and the Buzzwall jumps in, and I'm looking to provide various stuns. Almost get killed by the Machamp Unite. And now we've got the Buzzwall's down, 4 down, and really there's not a last shot. So the Gardevoir and the Ninetales peel off to start working on the Rayquaza. The Mammothsong can go chase the Mew. So again, I'm kind of looking to see where I can help. I've got my Unite if we're needed. And luckily, we were able to take the Rayquaza without too much trouble. So the other thing that I think Hoopa is really good at that's underrated is the shield that it provides gives that speed boost, and when you have Pokemon like Gardevoir, sometimes that little bit of speed boost is able to get the scores that we need. So in this case, it was effective. They were able to score, and we haven't surrendered. So Hoopa just doing really good. It's still a work in progress. I did have 7 kills in this game and 14 assists, under 30k damage, which is pretty typical for a Hoopa game. where you're trying to be as supportive as possible. There is a number of cases where you can do more damage, but thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and check out this channel for more videos.